So a little less of a serious topic on this one.
Yes, and
it's
more
still kind of bad.
and more dated.
Yeah,
I
it's a
don't
little dated.
I don't remember when we had seen this. I don't know how big of an impact this had, but this is about.
It was about a month ago, I would say, and we had other topics ready, and we try to record other videos and stuff like that, and we just don't get around to doing these. We need to do them as they happen. But it's basically having frustrations in small art business.
And how do you react to those frustrations?
Should you take those frustrations out on other people? I don't think anybody deserves that.
No.
I don't think anyone wants to hear it.
This is about somebody who was complaining about why nobody commissions them, nobody follows them, nobody does anything for them.
But
And
they
then-
were also going to other people and saying their stuff isn't any good.
Yes.
No wonder nobody commissions you based on what? Their frustrations that they couldn't do any better?
It's a no-no.
And they seem good. They seem to do really good art.
And then you look back and you kind of think about, why aren't they getting commissions if they're good enough?
Well, they did have good art, so maybe it's possibly...
Their attitude.
This person didn't seem to know how to speak English real well, for one. So maybe they didn't know that they were being really rude. I mean, if your customer base is mostly English, you may want to try to learn it better or try to understand what is rude
Boundaries.
and what isn't rude.
Yeah, boundaries.
Mhm. But they were just basically telling everybody if they said something to this person, they were coming back and saying, oh, no wonder you never do any commissions. Your stuff is
Yeah.
terrible compared to mine.
No.
And who says that anything is terrible compared to anyone's when it could be just a style? Maybe somebody wants that style and somebody else's.
Maybe the person's just not reaching the right audience.
But you've had definitely some frustrations in trying to
Yes,
start
I have. Gotta admit, jealousy is probably a common thing with smaller artists. Like, how does this person get all these stuff, but I can't?
A lot of them have been around for a long time.
Yes.
A lot of people don't think about.
And you just get like these thoughts in your head that maybe you can't do it. Why can't we make this a full-time thing when somebody else can? But tearing others down is not the way to do it.
Mm.
Look at what other people are doing and try to figure out why are they successful, and maybe you can do what they're doing except in your own way.
Well, a lot of people see themselves as not doing real well until somebody below them is not doing as well as them. So there's always somebody that's doing better. There's always somebody doing worse.
Well, yeah.
We're kind of lucky in that we've done all right.
Mhm.
We've done all right.
As
with-
frustrating as it can
Mhm.
get.
Yeah.
Yeah. For nobodies.
Yeah, you really can't look at yourself as now and later and be like, oh, I'm going to be them.
No.
They kind of hit the lottery with it all. They have an amazing style.
They've
Like,
probably
those
been around
stickers are
longer
huge.
than
Oh
a
yeah.
lot of people have.
My stickers alone are like a couple of years old now, and they'd probably been doing them for at least 2 or 3 years before that.
It's
I wanna
just
say.
timing. Like, if you want the commissions, maybe the timing is everything. Like when you start up. And
Yeah, they might have hit exactly when Telegram was starting, and they proved themselves with it.
Mm.
You do great stickers yourself,
Nah.
but
I'm
you know
getting better.
it'll always be judged on who are still out there.
Yeah.
And the smaller ones generally get a lot of more attention in that if they can do something cool, they got less of a queue.
Hmm?
So maybe you can get in with smaller artists based on they got smaller queues, and as long as they
Yeah.
do something good for you, then
And it's probably also a risk because smaller artists,
mhm.
you don't know their reputation, and it's just a risk.
Well, as long as they have at least some art file out there of stuff they've done, and people aren't saying, well, you're not doing what I want you to do, or you're not getting my commission once I paid you. As long as you have somewhat of reputation, I think people are
Yeah.
fine.
So it may not be the fact that one person is doing worse than other people, and maybe their attitude.
Mhm.
Don't tear people down,
Yeah.
no matter how bad you feel about yourself.
Don't go out there telling other people their stuff is bad.
No.
It doesn't help anything. You're just going to make enemies. And this person said it to so many people that it actually got out there on a pretty popular tweet, and a lot of people probably just thought, hey, if this is their attitude,
Yeah.
I'm not getting anything from them.
Yeah, exactly.
And there you go, losing some commissions just because you wanted to get an attitude instead of just, going with the flow of it all.
Attitude is part of it. Put
Mhm.
your trash behind
Yeah.
you and put your best foot forward when it comes to actually working with this, because if you're going to use this as a business, you need to be professional.
It's definitely frustrating though. I
It
admit,
is.
like we've gone through
had-
ups and downs with our
yeah.
own.
But it's figuring out how to work through the downs that'll put you back in the up area.
It's like even with YouTube, how it doesn't grow as much as you want. It
Yeah.
does get you frustrated, but you really can't take anything out on anyone about
Yeah,
it.
people got where they got,
Mhm.
and no matter how much you hate that fact,
Yeah.
nothing's going to change.
So just basically be cool
Let
about things.
loose.
Yeah.
Just focus on building what you have and kind of marketing yourself as somebody people want to commission.
And if you get frustrated with it, either find somebody that'll listen to you about it, give you an ear, or maybe just take a break.
Yeah, and maybe it was just the fact that if it wasn't for the attitude, then the next thing I would say is people just don't know them, and they should start out telling their friends about it, showing their art, and seeing if their friends want anything.
Yeah, a lot could have been done that wasn't just going out and harassing people and telling them they're terrible with what they do. Nobody wants
That's
to hear that.
the last thing you want to do as
Which is sad
somebody trying
because
to make art a business.
from what I saw, they did good work. It looked pretty good. So who knows?
Yep.
I'll try to at least find like some type of sources for this.
Mhm.
I got some pictures of it.
I think I DM'd you
Yeah.
on Twitter, the source.
And hopefully if I put up the name of them, nobody will harass them because they don't deserve anything like that. I might even just block it
Yeah,
out.
just block the name.
But yeah, it was kind of a mess. I usually do like pure
Yeah.
sources, but it's been a while and things have probably
Settle down.
settled for them, and the trouble is probably all gone, but we still felt like we wanted to talk about it because it does kind of relate to us.
I hope for their sake
Mhm.
they get a better attitude and try to work through the hard times
Yeah.
better.
I'm sure they'll be fine though.
Mm.
And hopefully anybody else that feels like that way, they can work through it, and maybe this will help them. Who knows?
And if you really do think it's your art, then work on your art.
Yeah, you better. Nia's gotten really better in like the past year. It's amazing.
Mhm.
It's amazing seeing the steps. for
That's
sure.
why even through the hard times, I feel like we have potential and this is
Mhm.
worth trying.
We're getting
'Cause
somewhere.
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
I
If-
have my full-time job now
Yeah,
to keep me
exactly.
busy while we're in between.
But that's really what I wanted to say about it. I felt it was worth talking about for
Yeah.
sure, and hopefully others feel that way too.
And everything you do, attitude is everything.
First impressions too.
Uh-huh.
A lot of people's first impression is going to see that, and they're going to be like, "Well, no, I'll find someone else."
If you're, and our reputation is very important too.
Mm.
Attitude, reputation. It's just good to be as positive as you can
There's
be.
a lot of competition out there, and you're taking people's money, you're taking their
Mhm.
time.
For a service.
Yep, it's a lot to think about.
Yeah.
But that's about it.
Uh-huh.
You good?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next topic.
Yes.
Okay. Yay.